Hey, good morning, friends. Welcome to the Daily Coffee Chat with Ryan Frank. So glad that you are here. I want to remind you that there's a number on the screen right there, 833-672. Sorry, 833-792-6372. There it is. Text that number if you have a question, something you'd like to talk about. So glad that you are here with us this morning. I'm sorry we were not able to have a coffee chat Friday. We had some technical glitches between Zoom and Facebook and the places where we push this out. So I'm sorry about that, but thank you. We're so glad that you are here today. It's Monday. Now, here's the nice thing about Monday. Monday sets the tone for the week. Monday sets the tone for the week. Are you ready to have a great week? If so, you need to do everything you can to have a great Monday. I talked to somebody this morning and I said, good morning, it's Monday. He said, my favorite day of the week. And you know what? A lot of times we think TGIF, thank the Lord, it's Friday, but I want to get you where you are thankful for Monday because you have a brand new week ahead of you. You may have had a lousy weekend. Things might have gone horrible yesterday. Something might have gone south Saturday. Here's what I want you to spend 80% of your brain energy on what's coming ahead the rest of the day and this week. Yes, learn from what happened this weekend. Learn from what happened Saturday. But don't give 80% of your brain energy to that. Give 80% of your brain energy to the brand new week that's ahead. God has great things in store for you, community. It's going to be a great, great week. We are about 150, maybe 147 members shy of 25,000 members in KidzMatter I Love Kidmin Facebook community. Now, how cool is that? We could probably get there pretty quick if you would take a few minutes and invite 2 or 3 of your children's ministry friends, maybe some of your lead volunteers, maybe someone that's new in your children's ministry. Maybe it's a children's pastor friend of yours. Invite them to be a part of the I Love Kidmin community. I think we'll hit 25. I'm pretty confident that we will hit 25,000 members this week. We always add a couple hundred members a week. And so unless something crazy happens, we will reach a big milestone, 25,000 members in our Facebook community. Our team is working on the next issue of KidzMatter magazine. Big shout out to Amber Pike, Dave Condiff, Joe DeLeon, Angie Steely, everyone who has their hands in KidzMatter magazine. It's going to be a great one. This is our summer issue that you all have received in the mail. Our fall issue goes to the printer any day now. Going to be a good one. It's also our MegaCon issue, so it's a flip issue. If you're not subscribed, you need to get subscribed. If you want to get the fall issue, go to KidzMatter.com. There's a button at the top that says subscribe. We are getting awful excited for for Kidmin Nation MegaCon. The closer we get to the fall, to October, the more I realize I'm going to be so sad that we can't gather in Nashville for our conference. But we are expanding Kidmin Nation MegaCon, and we are giving you some really, really great digital options. There's even a free ticket you can buy, but then there's an expanded as well with lots of great options to help you and your team this fall. Please go to KidminNation.com, push that MegaCon button at the top of the screen, and check out the options. It's going to be a full 5-day online experience you aren't going to want to miss. I'm also blown away that our next Kidmin Academy class does not begin until November. Yet in the last week, we've already had 3 people sign up for the next cohort, which begins in November. So that's KidminAcademy.com. Be thinking toward Kidmin Academy this November. Kidmin Academy is a 12-month program where you can earn a diploma in children's ministry. I will sign it, send it to you if you complete the 12-month program. A lot of you have participated in Kidmin Academy over the years. Super, super thankful for this opportunity. Again, classes don't start till November, but you might start thinking that way. Go visit KidminAcademy.com. Listen, I hope that you are receiving my emails. Are you receiving my emails? If you're not, let me tell you the best way to get my emails. Okay, if you're on Facebook right now or YouTube, look at the screen. You need to go to KidzMatter.com. See the very top of the page, it says get a free best-selling on-screen game now. If you click that button and give me your name and your email, you're going to get on my email list, and I'm going to send you one of our best-selling on-screen games, the Emoji Bible Quiz Volume 1. Now, you can also go to the bottom of KidzMatter.com, put your email address in there. The problem there, if you do it there, you don't get the free game. So you might as well go up to the top of KidzMatter.com and get on my email list. On Friday, I did a fun experiment. At least I thought it was fun. It was fun for me to put it together, where I sent an email, the subject line being 10 links. What do you think? 10 links. Throughout the week, I created a note on my phone with links to kind of give you a peek into my week. And it was a simple email where I shared some things like, actually what I think I can do right now is I'm going to share my screen and I'm not going to share my screen. I'll just tell you some of the stuff that we talked about. I shared with you some Kidmin news. Gave you an update on our Pinterest, gave you an update on our magazine. I shared with you a tweet, was my favorite tweet of the week. And that is this, that the worst thing is not the last thing. We talked about that last week with Nick Ransom on the coffee chat. The worst thing is not the last thing, is it? Things look pretty bleak on Black Friday, on Good Friday. But Easter Sunday, things changed. The worst thing that happened to you this weekend, I promise, the worst thing that's happened to you in the last year is not the last thing. I shared a link about question of the week. How do you deal with worry? I shared with you my favorite download of the week. I made a big announcement. I told you about the Parenting in Coronaville workshop. I shared with you my favorite blog or my favorite Facebook post for the week with some Kidmin pet peeves. I shared a picture of the week off my Instagram. I gave you a throwback video of mine from several months back. I've been shared a question of the week. It was all in my 10 links email. Remember, if you're not getting my email, go to KidzMatter.com. Go to KidzMatter.com. Let me show it to you one more time. Go to KidzMatter.com. And what I want you to do is push the button at the top of the screen or the sentence that says, get a best-selling on-screen game now. Okay? Get it now. All right. I've been thinking this week about the parents that we serve. By the way, today's coffee chat, a little different. I'm not interviewing anybody. It's all me. I'm calling it a Monday morning huddle. Thought about calling it a Monday morning roundup or regroup or bulletin. I'm hitting several things I want to share with you. And then we'll bring guests back in starting tomorrow. I've been thinking over the weekend about how are we best serving the children's or the parents in our children's ministry. And I started making a list of what exactly do our parents need from us. And somebody reminded me over the weekend that our friend Linda Ransom Jacobs wrote a post about this a while back. And so I looked it up. Linda has a great ministry. Linda speaks at MegaCon. I've been friends with Linda for several years. She wrote an article called Top 10 Things Modern Day Parents Look For in a church. Okay, here's what they are. Now, keep in mind, this was written in 2014. Okay, so this is definitely pre-global pandemic. So some of these needs might have changed, but 10 things modern day parents are looking for in a church. Number one, a place that is safe and has safe people. I agree. 2, a church where programming is coordinated and of quality. Agree. 3, a facility that's attractive and has organized children's rooms. Check. 4, an environment where teachers have been trained. I agree. Check. 5, a church that has unconditional love for children and there are no judgments about how parents are raising their kids. Check. 6, a church that provides biblical principles of parenting to help its members parent in today's world. 7, nurseries that will make sure babies have dry diapers and are fed on schedule. Agree. 8, children's programs that teach children spiritual lessons. They don't just want babysitting. I agree. 9, a place where they can find mentorship programs for troubled youth. 10, a church that teaches the gospel and biblical principles. Now, I wonder, I love Linda's list. This is nearly, 6 years old now, something like that. It's a little over 6 years old. What has changed in that list over the last 6 years? What has changed over the last 3 or 4 months as we find ourselves in a global pandemic? What do parents need today that maybe they didn't need in 2014 when Linda wrote this article? One thing I don't see a lot of in Linda's bullet points, and I am in no way telling Linda she didn't do a good job with this list, because she did, but I don't see a whole lot of relationships where parents want their kids to be building relationships with other kids or relationships with other leaders. I think that is a felt need that maybe parents are experiencing even more today than they did in 2014. I don't see anything on Linda's list about screen time. How do we help kids navigate their screens and their devices? Maybe that wasn't quite as much of a need in 2014. I don't see anything on here about anxiety. Now, I do see she says something about when a place where the kids can find mentorship if their kids are troubled. Here's what we know. We know that kids are dealing with more anxiety today than ever before. Now, I think Linda has done a great job with this 10 things list. I think pretty much all 10 of these still apply today, but I think 6 years later, if Linda was here with me, she would probably say there are some things I would add to the list. Some things that have changed with digital and devices over 10 years, with the needs of kids and the struggles and so on that they are facing, which brings me to my next point. This is exactly why we created the Parenting in Coronaville workshop. The Parenting in Coronaville workshop. My screen is all whacked up here. I don't know if y'all can see me or not. Okay, I think you can. I've got like 22 windows open on my computer. So I'm hoping that y'all can see me, and I'm hoping that you can see my screen. Andy, send me a text in a minute. Let me know if you can see me and see my screen. I think you can, but my windows on my laptop here are all janked up and going every other way. This is why when you go to KidzMatter.com and you bring down the drop down box here, you're going to get to the Parenting in Coronaville workshop. We announced this at the end. Thank you, Andy. We announced this at the end of last week. This workshop releases on September the 8th. It is a 1-hour workshop intended to help you help the parents in your church, the families in your church. Here, you can watch this video from me. I'm not going to make you watch it right now. Here's what we know, that during this COVID-19, these COVID-19 crazy days that we're living in, Parents have found themselves dealing with stuff they did not deal with in 2014. Kids are finding themselves dealing with stuff they did not deal with in 2014. And that's why we've created the Parenting in Coronaville workshop, is to help you help your families thrive even during days like this. We're going to cover topics like moving from surviving to thriving as a family. How do you help the families in your church really move from survival mindset to thriving mindset? How do you help kids deal with the crazy, all the anxiety and the unknowns and the unrest and the new environments? And what about helping kids make the most of their time at home? Kids are having more and more time at home. How are we doing them? Equipping them to worship, to participate in activities that are going to help them to learn and grow and learn new things and so on. How do we navigate screen time? How do we help parents help their kids navigate screen time? And what about creating spiritual plan for your family, even during a pandemic? Now take a look at these speakers: Ryan Frank, Beth Frank, Esther Moreno, Dr. Beth Cunningham, Jean Thomason, you may know her as Ms. Patty Cake, Valerie Bell, the president of Awana, Brandon Russian. We've got a great lineup of speakers. You can purchase a church license or a single family license. Church license means on September 8th, you get all of this stuff sent to you, and you get to distribute it to all the families in your church, whether you have 5 families or whether you have 55 families or whether you have 500 families. Okay, you're going to get a video of the 1-hour workshop. You're going to get an audio version of the 1-hour workshop. You're going to get a reproducible workbook. You're going to get a promotional video. You're going to get social graphics that you use leading up to whenever you decide to do this workshop, and however you decide to do it, whether you do it in person or whether you just share the video with all your families digitally. Or you can purchase a single family license if you just want to buy this for your family and you don't have intentions of sharing it with others in your ministry. It is all right here. What you need to do is go to KidzMatter.com, go to KidzMatter.com, click training, and click global, or not Global Kidmin Day, click Parenting in Coronaville workshop. Okay, and you can learn more. Churches are already, a lot of you are already signing up for this, which is great. It's not ready yet. Everything will be ready. Will be delivered to you on September the 8th. On September the 8th. Lots of great conversations happening over the weekend in KidzMatter's I Love Kidmin Facebook community. As I said a few moments ago, we are under 150 members away from reaching 25,000 members in this Facebook community, which I think is pretty cool. If you've not been on the Facebook group in a while, please go check it out. There are a lot of great conversations happening. One thing I love about KidzMatter's I Love Kidmin Facebook community is all of the support and networking and encouragement that happens. Becky Fisher, just this morning, how many years have you been in children's ministry? What's the longest you stayed in one church? 38 comments. How do you train your volunteers and what do you teach them? Good question. Julie Crawford, has anyone sent home some fun challenges kids have had to do at home that include parents? That's a good one. Lots of great conversations happening. Prayer needs, I ask on Sunday, how can I pray for you? I did not realize so many of you were going to submit prayer requests. I had to get some help praying over these, but we've been praying for these prayer needs. So go check out the I Love Kidmin Facebook community. It's a great way to spend your Monday looking at what other churches did over the weekend and finding any help that you need going into a new week. Hey, over at KidzMatter.com, we've got a lot of new resources, including Cool Cats and Karaoke, Meow Mix #1. Meow Mix #1. Now, this is the 3rd version of Cool Cats and Karaoke. We have Cool Cats and Karaoke Disney version, worship songs version, and Meow Mix. Do you know the song? Listen in. Meow, 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 Lulu. Baby Shark. All right. So in the Meow Mix, it's some popular songs the kids would know from Kid Bop or pop culture. Cool Cats and Karaoke, Meow Mix. We have brand new today, 7 brand new Bible quiz videos. 7 brand new Bible quiz videos, including this one, Jesus and the Children Bible quiz video. Here's how it works. Please watch the screen. We got 7 of these Bible quiz videos. Here's another new one. Sam Superhero Bingo Game includes printables and a video, a fun twist on bingo. Tic-tac-toe number 2. Tic-tac-toe number 1 is a popular game on KidzMatter. Here's tic-tac-toe.
Let's play tic-tac-toe. Pick which one you think will win. X, O, or will it be a draw? Cheer for the one you think it will be.
Ooh.
It's a draw.
It's a draw. There are several versions of this game. I would have the kids make X's with their arms if they vote for the X's, or make circles with their arms if they vote for the O's. 7-Eleven is another new one in the last week. Your kids have 11 seconds to name 7 items. Can you give 7 answers in 11 seconds? Play. Name 7 candy bars in 11 seconds. Ready, set, go. Countdown begins. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. All right, that's 7-Eleven. There are 10 different rounds of play. Now, I want you to know, make sure you notice when you're at KidzMatter, to bring the drop-down box under shop, because there are all kinds of categories with different resources. Under family discipleship, we've got some new stuff for back to school. There's a back to school survival kit, back to school prayer journal for kids, all kinds of good back to school stuff right here under family discipleship. Be sure to check that out. Friends, thanks for joining me for today's coffee chat. It's been a good one. Hope that you've enjoyed our time together. Remember, it's Monday, TGIM. Are you ready to have a great week? Monday sets the tone for the week. Let's all commit to having a wonderful, wonderful week together. Looking forward to talking to you this afternoon on social, in the I Love Kidmin Facebook community. If you need anything, please let me know.